Welcome to Bracken's Alternative Energy Lessons. Today's lesson is going to be on basic wind. It's going to be a very simple, basic, and short lesson on how the wind is created. Up here I have the sun, and the sun is actually where the energy that fuels our wind comes from. Over here I have kind of a contrast of our earth. I've got water and I have land. Now you don't actually need water to have wind. If you look at some of the planets in our solar systems, you'll find that many of them have very, very fierce windstorms, but yet they have absolutely no water whatsoever. But I just wanted to give you kind of a big contrast to make it a little bit easier to understand. So as our solar rays come down and hit Earth, they heat and warm it up. But it doesn't do it evenly. There's two main factors that I consider that affect that, and that is absorption and reflection. Typically what you're going to see is you're going to see the land heat up first. And so we're going to get a high over our land, and we're going to get a low over our water. Now the universe wants to balance everything out. And so it's going to want to take the high to the low. What does that mean? Well, that means all the air over here wants to be over here now. And so it's going to want to move there. Now I want you to do something real quick. Take your hand and move it really, really, really fast. And all of a sudden, you'll start to feel this, this air. You start to feel this force on your hand. Many people forget that the air is actually made up of elements. There's oxygen, there's nitrogen, there's carbon dioxide in the air. These things are all real, just like a rock. They're real, they're here, they have mass. If you know anything about physics, you'll know that when a mass is moving, it has energy. And the energy for wind turbines we put to use. So what happens is this mass blows by our wind turbine blade, which is at an angle, and the air hits it, it wants to make it move in a single direction, so creating a torque, a turning force. And then we put a generator on that, it allows it to spin, and we change that kinetic wind energy into electrical energy. And that's all a wind turbine does. And just remember that all that energy came from our sun. So if you really want to think about it, a wind turbine is kind of like an alternative solar collector. I'm sure I'll get quite a few argumentative comments about that, but that's okay. I hope you've enjoyed this lesson, and join me again for many more. Thanks.